Now we're gonna install the cork handle. The glue's already mixed, so work your magic.
Yeah, we already have the glue mix, so we're going to refer again to our marks on where the handle assembly components go. The rear one for the full grip here, and we want to just kind of check to see where it is. And there we go. So this one we've already kind of prepped, so that's good. You don't want to force cork down. It's kind of the two-finger test. If you can pull it into place with just slight tension with 2 fingers, that's what you're looking for. If you need to move some material out, there's a couple of options, right? They don't come already bored out. So the first thing you want to do is start with like an extreme reamer by CRB. And these come in 4 sizes, and they're designed to move a lot of material out quick, right? So you always start with the smallest one first and then build your way up.
Sure.
And you always start from the butt end of your handle up. The reamers are tapered just like the rod blank. So,
Gotcha.
so it's going to have that taper boring effect when you go in there. So this one obviously is
Critical
a lot
notation
less.
right there.
Yeah. So use the extreme reamers to take a lot of material out quick. Now when you get into longer handles like this, there's always not that perfect reaming hole in the handle. So there's like a knuckle or something, a bend in it that prevents you from getting it down, and that's when you go to a grit reamer. That's when you kind of, it's more meant to refine the inside.
Okay.
So extreme reamer moves a lot of material out quick.
Yeah.
The grit reamer, more fine tuning, smoothing out the edges.
No, not like sanding anything, but you got to sand the inside of it so you have the perfect fit on your rod blank.
Exactly right. So now we're ready to glue. So we have our marks. So we're going to start our glue at the top of the rear full cork grip, and then we'll go to the foregrip and reel seat in the next section.
Sure.
So we'll just take a little bit of glue here.
You were saying we mix this glue up, but once you have it mixed up, you have about, what, 20 minutes?
You know, your mileage may vary. I mean, if it's, it can, you know, I'd say a half hour, but if it's colder or hotter in places, more humid, less humid, so
change it, but
you know, have it ready. But once you mix it, you can certainly go and do a number of
not
rods.
within a matter of minutes, thankfully. So,
Right.
Yeah, and if you're doing multiple rods, you know, you can mix up a pretty healthy batch. So,
Right.
to know.
Now I will say, unlike EVA, where I had a much thinner layer of epoxy on the rod blank, I like to put a little bit more on with cork. It's hard to see inside of the long cork handle, and sometimes it's a natural material, right? So some cork's more porous in the middle, and I just want to make sure that you have enough epoxy on the rod blank getting in all those little crevices. So we're actually putting on a little bit more than we do with the EVA, and frankly I'd rather clean up some excess at the end and make sure it's a good bond than worry about, you know, skimping on
well,
the
I would
epoxy.
say you've caked it on there.
It's caked.
Pretty good, yeah.
Consider it caked.
Yeah.
So now we're just going to take this down here. And again, always remember to just, because you know this has 2 tendons, one for the butt cap, one for the reel seat. Make sure it's going on the right way, because once it sets, that's what you got. So, and again, can you hold that a second?
Sure.
Right there, help me. And we want to turn it and go real slow, and just make sure that it has time as it works its way inside the cork handle, just to get in all those little crevices. And you see the epoxy's mounting up on the end. That's no big deal. And it'll get a little tighter at the end, just that snug fit, which again is a good thing, not a bad.
Right, right.
And you want to take this right until the tendon is at the very end of the rod blank. And we'll take our popsicle stick here and Just kind of guide that over the top and get rid of that excess. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Now actually we're going to leave a little bit of that extra glue on the end there because we're going to put our butt cap on there.
Nice.
And that's plenty of glue, and what you want to do there again is just slowly spin that butt cap on there. And again, you just want to do two things. You just want to slightly press, make sure the butt cap is up against the end of the rod blank, and then also push a little bit and twist and just make sure that seam inside there where the tendon is meeting up. Now that extra glue we have there, we'll just take some paper towels again and some alcohol. And this works great too if you get a lot on your hands and everything. It's just, you know, dump some alcohol in your hands and it comes right off.
Yeah.
So, because you will, you know, you will get epoxy on you, and sometimes you'll get it on the cork and handle material, and all you have to do there is
it cleans up real easy.
It's real easy. Just put a little bit more on if you get it on the handle material, and then just, you know, just wipe it on there. The alcohol is just going to take the epoxy off the top. It's not going to hurt the seal in the middle.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, very nice.
and there we have it. We'll let this set up a little bit, and we're on to installing the reel seat.
Nice. Nice job.